All right, we will get started. First question, Morgan Mitchell. Go ahead, Morgan.
Hey, Tyler. So Coach just talked about how important it was for you to have, or your teammates to have confidence in you versus the coaching staff. How much does their support play into how you're able to play as loose as you are?
Uh, I mean, it's everything, really everything. Obviously the coaches have trusted me, but I think, like Coach said, the biggest thing is my teammates from top to bottom trust me, from the oldest guy to the youngest guy, and that's big. Not all vets are like that, and they really shine light on me. Ever since I've been to Miami, Jimmy's been the biggest influence for me, and he just continues to teach me and help me. So without my teammates, I don't think any of that would be possible, especially as a rookie.
David Ramil.
Hey, Tyler, obviously on a night like tonight when you're scoring so well, you're still looking to try to get your teammates going, trying to make the right pass. How do you walk that fine line, and where do you find that balance between trying to score and being aggressive with your shot and still making the right play?
At the end of the day, it's just about making the right play, whether it's a shot or a pass to a teammate, whatever it is. And, every night's a different night. Tonight was my night to score. Next game, I'm sure it'll be different. So, just going out there and making the right play and trying to impact win is the biggest thing for each of us.
Anthony Chang.
Hey, Tyler, you talked a little bit about it, but how important has the relationship been with Jimmy in terms of just, I know you're confident already, but just even giving you more confidence and giving you the room to have these type of performances in your first season?
Like I said before, it's everything. Jimmy, ever since I got here, he's been like a big brother to me, and he's shined light on me. He's taught me a lot of things. Just continuing to, get on me, whether it's something I want to hear or not. He's going to tell me what I need to hear. And, I appreciate him for that. And like I said before, without Jimmy, I probably wouldn't be doing this as a rookie.
Will Manso.
Hey, Tyler, you mentioned that confidence, but when you look up or you look at the stat sheet now, you see 37 points. Does it feel that way when you're playing that style? I mean, do you sense how much you're scoring and what a groove or zone, whatever you want to call it, you're in such a big moment?
Not really. I feel the groove I'm in. I feel like I have it going, but like I said before, any night it can be someone different. And when you think you have it going, you want to just try to be as efficient as possible and make the right play. And tonight some shots were falling for me, and my teammates just continue to give me the ball, and I appreciate them for that.
Rebecca Harlow. Rebecca?
Tyler. Yep. Hey, Tyler. Just a question for you. When you're in the zone like you were tonight, are you able to stay in that zone versus understanding what you're potentially doing, which is helping your team get one game closer to the NBA Finals? Or is that something that motivates you at the same time?
Could you say it again? It's kind of quiet over here. Sorry. Can't really hear you.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just asking, when you're in the zone the way that you are you able to stay in the zone, or do you think about and are you motivated by the fact that you're helping your team, who is now one win away from the NBA Finals?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is just trying to impact winning. At the end of the day, that's our biggest goal. We have a great group of guys in the locker room, and I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to win. And, I know my role is not to score 30, whatever I had tonight. It's not to do that every night. Some nights it may, require for me to step up like tonight and make some shots. But, I know in the fourth quarter we're going to get the ball to Jimmy. We're going to get the ball to Goran. And, those are our guys. We're going to run through them, and they're going to make the most plays for us, and they're going to win us games most of the time. So that's who we're going to get the ball to. And like I said, I just want to impact winning, whatever that is, I'll do.
Jeff Zilgett.
Brad Stevens just said that the rim must have looked like an ocean to you tonight. How good did it feel from the get-go for you to find your shot? And what, if anything, did you see out there that led you to believe that this was going to be, your kind of night, because you also had 15 in the first half?
I think, once you see a couple shots go down, and when you're getting shots in rhythm, it's just the game flows. And, I know where I'm going to get my shots. And, I'm going to get the same shots, next game in the same spots. And it's just about, making them and just trying to get a rhythm going early. And, like I said, once you see a couple shots go down, then the rest of the game is easier for you. But tonight was definitely a good night.
Dan Woike?
Tyler, the night you got drafted, feels probably like 10 years ago. You said you first question you got asked, you said, I'm going to surprise people. I'm going to guess that you didn't surprise yourself tonight. Where does that confidence come from, and where did it come from on draft night?
I'm just going to bet on myself. I've been doing that, my whole life. I went from Milwaukee, a small town in Milwaukee, to Kentucky. Nobody thought I would survive there, and nobody thought I would survive here. So at the end of the day, it's just betting on myself. Obviously, there's a lot of factors that play into it, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to bet on myself, and that's what I do, bet on myself.
Mark Schwartz?
Tyler, why is it, do you think, that people didn't think that you would survive in Kentucky and didn't think that you were worthy of a higher draft pick? Why are people looking at you as not being the player that you in fact are?
I think someone said my wingspan was too short. They say everything, but whatever they say, it's whatever. And at the end of the day, all you can do is work at it, perfect your craft. Come in with a great attitude. And just respect everybody in the building, and good things will happen from there. But it's just about putting in the work and really putting in time and effort into something you love.
West Lammy?
Tyler, obviously you've proven that you can score, and at the same time, even at this level of what's going on that you're doing it at here in this Eastern Conference Finals. But what do you credit, obviously, just what you're doing basically off the dribble in terms of what you're doing in your game and improving in that area?
I think I came into the league more as like a catch and shoot guy, and that's what I'm kind of labeled as. But as you can see, I can put the ball on the floor. I can make plays for others. I can get my own shot off the dribble, and that's how I played my whole life. Before Kentucky, before the NBA, I grew up with the ball in my hands, making plays and making tough shots, and I feel like that's my game. But it's all about trust and letting not everybody gets an opportunity like me, and my coaches, teammates, they trust me, and that's the biggest thing about it.
Brandy from Heat TV?
Hey, Tyler, as a team, tonight's game atmosphere wasn't as fiery, specifically in the first three quarters, but clearly wasn't passive either. Did you guys come into this game planning on playing with a sense of steadiness?
Yeah, we wanted to focus on a full 48 minutes of our game. We felt like the first three games, even the two we won, we got out and we trailed early, and that we felt like that hurt us. And we wanted to come out and play a full 48 minutes of our Miami Heat basketball, stay steady throughout the game. And, we had a great game plan coming in. And, we haven't done anything yet, and we're focused on Game 5.
Mark Schwartz, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, Tyler, can you describe the way that you have developed this confidence that you have? Because it really is extraordinary that a player at 20 years old can come out and be the best player on the floor in a game of this magnitude.
That's just who I am. I'm confident. I don't think I was the best player on the floor tonight, though. There's a lot of things that play a factor. We can't forget that Jimmy was still out there. Bam was out there. Goran was out there. And there's a lot of good players on the floor tonight. But, I think that my confidence is that I can play with anybody. I don't think that I was the best player on the floor, but I do think that I can play with anybody. And I think my confidence that's just who I am. You can't survive in this league if you don't have confidence.
Mark Spears.
Congratulations on your night, but I did want to ask you, what made you choose Black Lives Matter on the back of your jersey, and do you have any thoughts about being on the team?
Yeah, I chose Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter, and I felt like this was our first Black Lives Matter is something that means something to me. My teammates are predominantly black. The league's predominantly black, and there's obviously a problem going on in the world. And I feel like, this stage with this type of platform, putting that on my jersey, everybody's seen my last name, but they also seen Black Lives Matter on the back. And I think that's important. And I think we have to do better in society, and just keep trying to push forward. And, Black lives do matter. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. I think money is not justice, and that's really it.
Tab Deportes, Puerto Rico.
Hi, Tyler. How do you feel when people compare you to Dwayne Wade and your thought on how to close out the series on Game 5 right now?
Game 5 is going to be tough, obviously. They're going to bounce back, make some adjustments. I think we'll do the same. But Game 5 will be big. It's going to be a dogfight again. It's going to come down to the stretch. But, we got to come out again and play a full 48 minutes like we did tonight. Even better. We need to play better. We need to get better. And, we're focused on Game 5. It's going to be a fight.
Naveen from Rappler in the Philippines.
Hi, Tyler. Congrats on the win. After the game, Goran came up to you and told you he loved you and gave you a hug. I just want to ask, how big has he been in your development and helping you build that confidence to take over in a game with as much repercussions as today?
Goran's been huge. I've been watching him since I was a little kid, and obviously now being able to play with him and learn from him has been, huge in my development. He's unique in everything he does with the ball in his hands on defense, ball, out of his hands. He just knows how to play the game, and I've learned so much from him. And, obviously I couldn't be doing this without him as well.
And Tyler, our last question from David, La Gazzetta dello Sport, Italy.
Hi, Tyler. How much do you think the bubble experience has helped you develop into, the great player you are today?
The bubble experience?
Yeah.
I think it's whatever. It's basketball at the end of the day. So if there was fans or not, I think we would still be here. We would still be one game away from the NBA Finals. And it's been a great experience, obviously, but I think coming into it, you don't know what to expect. And it took some time to get used to, but, we're here now and we're ready to, continue this journey.
Tyler, thank you for your time, sir. Have a nice evening.
Thanks, Mike.